yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships, like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight. Coward.
We come to practice, he's on one leg. Like he was hurt the second year, he was on one leg the whole year and played 82 games. Wow. Like, and so he practiced every day and he played every game on one leg. And so he's like, man, MJ, why don't you just sit up? How can I be the leader of the team and sit out and y'all going through all the credit? I gotta be there.
I twist my ankle and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you know, you twist your ankle, young fella, come over and sit with me. You know, this is, you need to. I said, no, man, I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make it.
Kevin Durant just stepped over a line nobody expected on LeBron's podcast. In the middle of a casual conversation, he threw subtle shade at Michael Jordan while LeBron sat back and laughed. Maybe they thought no one would call them out. They were wrong, because Jordan didn't need to reply with words. His legacy speaks in facts, not opinions. And once those facts come into play, everything you thought you understood about today's NBA superstars starts to crack. Mind the Game was supposed to be an honest basketball podcast. Raw, real talk between 2 elite players. At least that's how they sold it. But what it's turning into is something completely different. 2 megastars sipping wine, gossiping about NBA legends, and taking indirect shots at players who built the league they now dominate. And if you actually pay attention to the episodes, you'll notice the same pattern every time. There's always a subtle agenda, always someone being set up as the target. More often than not, that target is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. It hit a new level in one episode when a fan asked them about the triangle offense. Instead of breaking it down, LeBron and KD brushed it off like it was ancient history, something too outdated to survive in today's NBA. Then the conversation shifted to ring culture, where they argued that championships are overrated and fans obsess over them too much. LeBron even said he doesn't understand why rings are treated like the ultimate measure of greatness. Think about that. The guy who spent his entire career being compared to Jordan is suddenly claiming that championships don't matter as much as people think. But it didn't stop there. Durant switched the topic to career longevity, acting like he was dropping deep wisdom about how brutal the grind becomes after a decade in the league. Then he delivered the line that changed everything. Some people say, I want to go play baseball. Yeah, and then I want to come back. He paused, smirked, and added, some people say I'm going to go 22 straight. LeBron burst out laughing, and the cameras caught it. He knew exactly what Durant was hinting at. It wasn't subtle. Durant was comparing Jordan, who took time off to play baseball, with LeBron, who's pushed through more than 20 consecutive seasons. In that moment, it wasn't just conversation anymore. It was a message saying Jordan quit. A message saying longevity matters more than peak greatness. And whether you agree or not, one thing is clear. They knew exactly what they were doing.
A long career, that's the goal, to be in the league for 20 years. I tell you, that's the goal.
You know, there's no turning on here, turning off here. It's just 110% at all times. So, you know, if I burn out, I burn out.
Pierce had it poked away, stolen by Jordan. Lojas down on the floor. It's loose to Humphries. 4 to shoot. Humphries 3.
You like the idea. Jordan coming up with the steal.
Oh, look at that. The 40-year-old dives to the hardwood.
What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. It was something that I felt like, you know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy.
You know, it's all about winning championships and winning.
Here's the real issue with Durant's cute little comment. It completely ignores the reality of why Michael Jordan stepped away in 1993. And once you understand that context, everything changes. Jordan didn't wake up one morning and think, I'm bored, let me try baseball. His father was murdered that summer, shot and killed during a robbery. James Jordan, the man who inspired him, guided him, and stood behind every major moment of his career, was gone. So at the height of his power, Michael Jordan walked away from basketball to honor his father's memory and pursue a dream they shared together, playing professional baseball. So when Durant smirks and casually tosses out, some people want to play baseball, he's not just being clueless, he's being disrespectful. He reduces one of the most painful tragedies in Jordan's life to a cheap punchline. And the worst part? LeBron, sitting right there, laughed right along with him. That wasn't just ignorance. That was co-signing disrespect. And let's talk about when Jordan retired. Was it after a disappointing playoff exit? After getting embarrassed in the finals? No. Jordan stepped away after winning his third straight championship. He walked off the court as the undisputed best player in the world. He did something Magic never did. Bird never did. Isaiah never did. A three-peat. And he did it while grieving the loss of his father. Most experts agree, Jordan's peak from 1991 to 1993 is the greatest stretch of basketball ever played by any human being. Some call it the best player at his absolute best. So calling that quitting isn't just wrong, it's insulting. But here's where the hypocrisy becomes almost comical. Look who's talking, Kevin Durant. The same Kevin Durant who, after blowing a 3-1 lead to the Warriors in 2016, joined the very team that knocked him out. He joined the 73-win super team with Curry, Clay, and Draymond. To this day, it's considered one of the weakest, most cowardly moves in NBA history. If quitting had a definition, that's it. And it didn't stop there. Durant bailed on Brooklyn when things got tough. He demanded a trade. Then he left Phoenix in record time when the pressure mounted. Everywhere he goes, the moment adversity shows up, Durant wants the quickest exit possible. This is the guy calling Michael Jordan a quitter. And then there's LeBron. When things got tough in Cleveland the first time, he went to Miami. When Miami started slipping in 2014, he ran back to Cleveland. When Cleveland hit turbulence again, he bolted for Los Angeles. Every time the situation became difficult, LeBron found a new destination. So for these two to sit together on a podcast and mock Jordan, a man who stepped away after 3 straight championships and the murder of his father, it takes a different level of audacity. And the disrespect didn't stop at the baseball joke. Durant kept going, arguing that the real goal for an NBA player shouldn't be championships or MVPs or maximizing your talent, it should be longevity. Just staying in the league. Just existing. Just playing 20 years. And LeBron nodded along like it was some groundbreaking revelation. But here's the truth they won't say out loud. Greatness isn't measured by how long you stay. It's measured by what you do while you're there. And nobody in NBA history embodied that more than Michael Jordan.
Asks, why is the triangle offense less utilized in today's game?
To try to run the triangle offense right now, it'd be very challenging just because how the game is played and also how defense is covering.
10 to shoot. Jake going right to the rack. No defensive communication.
Why is ring culture so much more prevalent in the NBA than in other sports?
It's funny, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the A-all, B-all of everything.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Like you mentioned a little bit about today's game, because we had Club on here and he talked about load management. He said, I don't know what the hell that is. Where is it going? And that's number one. And number two, how do we get it back?
Even for me, I love the NBA game, but then I turn on to a game, right? And then the stars are not playing because of load management. It's hurting the game.
This is where Jordan's entire philosophy destroys their argument, without him ever having to respond directly. Michael Jordan never chased longevity. He chased perfection. Every season, his mission was simple. Maximize himself, maximize his team, dominate on both ends of the court, and do whatever it took to win championships. If that burned him out, so be it. Jordan said it himself, if I burn out, I burn out. Then my career is short and I'll go play golf somewhere. Now compare that to what Durant said, that playing 20 years is the goal. Not greatness, not legacy, not pushing yourself to your limits, just survival, just sticking around, just collecting checks. Jordan played 15 seasons but really only 13 full ones. In that short span, he collected 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and 9 all-defensive selections. That's not just impressive, that's almost mathematical perfection. Now look at Durant and LeBron combined. They've played 39 seasons, nearly triple Jordan's workload. And together they have 6 championships, 5 MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, 5 scoring titles, and 5 all-defensive selections. Nearly 40 years of basketball, and they still can't match what Jordan did in basically a decade. Twice the time. Half the results. Let that sink in. And Jordan didn't just talk about excellence. He lived it from the moment he entered the league. In 1984 as a rookie, he played all 82 games. That year, only 40 players in the NBA played a full season. Jordan averaged 38. 3 minutes per night, fourth most in the league, and finished third in total minutes behind Buck Williams and Larry Bird. From day one, Jordan was an Iron Man. This was in an era where the game was more physical, the rules were tougher, and the travel was brutal. Teams flew commercial. They had one trainer, one strength coach. Practices were longer, back-to-backs were constant, and players still showed up. In the 1999 to 2000 season alone, 58 players played all 82 games. 58. Now compare that to today. 2022 had the fewest players in NBA history play every game. 2023 broke that record. Then 2024. Then 2025. We are now living in the worst era for availability in league history. At the same time, players have more advantages than any generation before them. Charter flights, massive medical staffs, sports science, personal nutritionists, hyper-advanced training facilities. And yet players are sitting more than ever. What? Because the mindset changed. Jordan explained the difference perfectly without ever naming LeBron or Durant. He talked about load management, about resting when you're not hurt, about prioritizing comfort over competition. Then he said something that defines everything about him. I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove myself. The fans are there watching. I want to impress that guy way up in the top deck who probably worked his butt off just to afford a ticket. That's the difference. Jordan played for greatness. They play for longevity.
Be in the team's best interest and your best interest to play all 82. Is that something you thought about at all since you made the goal?
That's a goal, we'll see.
The next day,
I'm available to go and be in the pro. If OBJ shows up, he might score 100.
You know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me and I want to shut him up. So if the guys are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But physically, if I can do it, and I just don't feel like doing it.
That's the real difference. Jordan respected the game. He respected the fans. He understood that being an NBA player is a privilege, not a burden. When you're making $95 million and sitting out games because you're tired, it's a slap in the face to every person who saved up their money just to watch you play. LeBron has played a full 82-game season exactly once in his entire career. One time in over 2 decades. Meanwhile, guys like Bird, Kobe, Duncan, and even Allen Iverson, who took more physical punishment than almost anyone, did it multiple times. Yet the self-proclaimed face of the NBA, the man chasing Jordan's throne, has managed to play all 82 games only once. And here's the bigger problem. When LeBron load manages, the entire league follows. If the best player can sit out whenever he wants, why shouldn't the role players, the mid-tier guys, or even the bench? And that mentality spreads. Suddenly, regular season games don't matter. Fans don't matter. Only the playoffs matter. And even then, we've seen players sit out postseason games too. Jordan's era was different because Jordan set a different standard. When he was the face of the NBA, players showed up. They competed. They played through pain. They pushed themselves because that's what the league demanded and what Jordan himself modeled. Jordan missed 64 games with a broken foot early in his career. Management wanted him to shut it down for the rest of the season. Jordan refused. He came back on a strict minutes restriction. But with 30 seconds left in a critical game, he demanded to be put in. The crowd went wild. Jordan got his way, and he played. That's leadership. That's what the true face of the NBA looks like. And there's a story that captures Jordan's mentality perfectly. Artis Gilmore, a veteran Bulls player, once told rookie Jordan, "If you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor." Meaning, stop diving for loose balls, stop playing so hard, learn to preserve your body. Jordan's response? What? Is crazy. That's what basketball is all about.
One time he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy because that's what basketball is all about.
Bird takes it away from Wilkins, goes to the floor and gets it. Gets it up ahead.
Yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
But you know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
this rest stuff just drives me crazy. You're playing basketball for a living, okay? I understand if you're working in a coal mine that you may need a rest day after it. You're playing basketball.
But you have to really play hard. Does that hurt you physically? No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110%.
Jordan and Larry Bird both played fewer than 15 full seasons. What? Because they emptied the tank every single night. They dove for loose balls, played suffocating defense, and pushed themselves to the edge physically and mentally. They weren't pacing themselves for year 20. They weren't thinking about longevity. They were thinking about that night's game and that year's championship. Winning was the only priority. Meanwhile, Durant and LeBron have spent years padding stats, climbing all-time leaderboards, and protecting their brand. They play for individual glory as much as team success. And here's the irony: when Jordan said, "If I cared about scoring records, I would have kept playing," he meant it. He could have chased Kareem. He could have chased Wilt. He could have racked up 40,000 plus points if he wanted to. But he didn't care about numbers. He cared about rings. He cared about dominance. He cared about finishing every season as a champion. And there's another layer no one really talks about. In today's podcast era, taking shots at legends has become fashionable. Guys like Jeff Teague, Tracy McGrady, Dwayne Wade, Gilbert Arenas, and now Durant and LeBron openly critique Jordan and Kobe like it's a sport. It's become open season on the guys at the top of the mountain. When you can't reach the summit, the next easiest move is to throw rocks at the people standing there. But here's the problem for them. Jordan never has to respond. His legacy responds for him. His 6 rings respond for him. His perfect finals record responds for him. His highlight reel responds for him. And above all, his mentality, the one that demanded greatness every single night, speaks louder than any podcast clip ever could.
You play basketball 2.5 hours a day, 3 hours a day. Right? That's your job. That's what you get paid to do as an NBA player. What are you doing the other 21 hours? I mean, to me, that's when you should be preparing for your next day of work.
The mentality that built the NBA into what it is today speaks louder than any podcast ever could. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Charles Barkley earned everything they received. When corporate America came calling with sponsorships and endorsements, those legends already had the game to back it up. Their play validated the hype. Today, players get max contracts, shoe deals, and million-dollar endorsements before they even step onto an NBA court. They are paid for potential, not performance. And that creates problems. When everything is handed to you up front, the hunger fades. The work ethic slips. The appreciation for the grind disappears. Jordan's rookie contract was tiny compared to what rookies make now. He had to earn every dollar, every endorsement, every ounce of respect. That hunger, that edge, that's what made him great. And that's exactly what so many modern players are missing. So when Durant says the goal is simply playing 20 years, he unintentionally reveals the gap between generations. Jordan never cared about longevity. His goal was to dominate, to be the best, and to leave behind a legacy no one could reach. And he did all that in just 13 full seasons. Durant and LeBron have had almost 40 combined years, and they're still chasing Jordan's shadow. Here's the twist: NBC recently brought Michael Jordan back into the NBA spotlight. Why? Because even after retiring over 2 decades ago, Jordan holds more influence than LeBron James, Adam Silver, or any active player today. When Jordan speaks, people listen. When Jordan talks about competing, about playing every game, about respecting the fans, his words shift the culture. That's Jordan's real response to Durant and LeBron. Not a podcast. Not a tweet. Not a press conference. His response is his relevance. His response is the weight his name still carries. His response is the fact that when the NBA needs guidance, they don't call LeBron, they call Michael Jordan. Durant and LeBron can laugh on their podcast all they want. They can dismiss rings, dismiss the triangle offense, dismiss the foundation Jordan built. But at the end of the day, they are still measured against him. Every debate still circles back to him. Every all-time list still starts with him. And no amount of longevity will rewrite that truth, because Jordan didn't chase years. He chased greatness. And greatness doesn't need 20 seasons to prove itself. Sometimes it only needs a moment, a game, or a single season to show the world what the best really looks like. Jordan had 13 of those seasons. Durant and LeBron combined still haven't matched him. So yes, Michael Jordan responded to them. He just never needed to say their names. His legacy, his mentality, his entire approach to the game, that's the response. And it's louder than anything they'll ever say into a microphone. If you think today's NBA has lost its way, hit that like button. If you believe players need to start respecting the game and the fans again, drop a comment. And if you want more breakdowns exposing what's really happening in basketball, subscribe, because this conversation is far from over.